What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back into the video on the channel, and today we are at, this is Qdoba. I don't know if you can see it on the bag, right? Hey, it's a big Q on it. There you go. I was actually gonna go to Moe's, but funny enough, when I got there, the whole restaurant was gone. I'm standing outside, lights is dark, the sign is gone. They left, they didn't even tell me. So I want to see what the best burrito chain is, since I'm kind of in a toxic relationship with Bubba Coos. I got to see what's out there. Went to Chipotle, went back to Bubba Coos, but I'm going to spin back to the other places around here. So this time we are at Qdoba. 3 different menu items. 3.5 if you count the queso, but I got 2 different kinds of bowls. They have a chicken Tinga bowl, which I believe is new, so I did get one of those, as well as a bowl that I kind of just freestyled and made up. And we did get a burrito to try out their brisket. I think I had it a while ago, but I genuinely don't remember. Qdoba to me is actually slept on because I love the fact that you can add a bunch of toppings. They don't charge you extra for queso or guac or the conga line, crazy amount of condiments that you can put on each one. So I got some stuff, we're gonna give them a shot, and let's get into the video, man. I don't want to hold y'all. Let's go. Just for reference, I always order my stuff blind, so I got it through an app and just went and picked it up. And this is what comes out. They did not skimp on any of the items, which is a good sign. I'm gonna start over here with the chicken Tinga bowl. The chicken Tinga bowl. What is on here? I do have, you can see the receipts right here. So cilantro rice, black and pinto beans, chicken Tinga, the fajita veggies, queso, pico, corn salsa, cilantro, cheese, pickled onions. All of that for $13 is a steal. If this is even halfway good, I'm going to be okay with this. So let's get in. I got a piece of chicken right about there. Everything's covered in the condiments. Nice, good amount of burrito bowl in here. We like to see that. Here we go. There we go. Let's hold this up for y'all. What are we saying? All right, slide over. Just whoop, bring this here. I want to try this chicken by itself. There we go. So there's a good amount of chicken. I mean, it's what you'd expect from a burrito chain. It's not a bad thing. Comparing to the other places, the flavor isn't really that bad. I love the addition. Oh, the queso in here is good too. You know what? I at least think I found the side piece. Again, $13.85 for all this food in this day and age is a W. Got the queso in here with the sour cream, so I love that cheesy, creamy mixture. The chicken Tinga, if you've ever had actual chicken Tinga, no, it's not that. But it just tastes like seasoned chicken. The chicken isn't dry at all. And they give you a good amount of it. A little bit of that vinegary taste from the pickled onions. And the rice, believe it or not, is some of the best I've had recently. So that includes Chipotle and Moe's. The cilantro lime rice, I actually said that right and still stumbled over my own words. That's crazy. Cilantro lime rice has a good amount of flavor and it's not overpowering. And it balances well. I think I found at least a side piece. Of the recent bowls that I've had, this is the best one I've had. Y'all might have just leapfrogged to the top. Burrito chain scale, favorite one so far. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. One more bite. If I say one more bite, it's got to be good. That's a W. So next up is something I've never had from any burrito chain in this manner. These are actually nachos. Now the nachos are on the side, but you can order everything in a bowl, and then they give you a giant bag. This bag is filled to the brim with nachos, and out comes this. Queso Diablo, both kinds of beans. I got the pork with the salsa verde, pico, roasted tomato, cilantro, sour cream cheese, pickled jalapeno, and of course the tortilla strips on the top. I never knew this was really a thing. We just freestyle. So it's like a big queso kind of thing. Why hasn't anybody else done this? That's brilliant. That's a brilliant idea. Brilliant. This way you put it on the side. The nachos don't get soggy. Some places don't even serve nachos, Chipotle. I'm gonna tell you what though. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you buy that, share this, because you're gonna end up on a toilet about 4 days. Easy. But damn, you get a ton of everything in here. And the same idea, it comes out to about 12 and change, depending on what you get. This one, like I said, is the pulled pork, which you can't really tell. It doesn't really, because it's overpowered by everything in here, but it's not a bad idea. The pork doesn't taste like pulled pork. It tastes like unseasoned carnitas. But with everything else in here, and the Queso Diablo, 1, RIP your toilet, but 2, it is actually good. I think I might do this from now on. That or a burrito bowl. Qdoba's kind of dub. It's kind of a W. Other than the fact that these nachos are falling apart. I'm on board. I got to dock a point for the toilet penalty, but that's largely upon yourself. The chips are still hot. A little bit of salt, not over salted. I'm not mad at this at all. You know what you could do? Look. That's an entire order of what they give you inside of a Chipotle burrito. Like, let's keep it a buck. I'm just thinking ahead. You could even get a side cup of rice and kind of build your own thing instead of doing a burrito bowl. Or just order a tortilla. You can do so many things with that. That's so versatile. That's still not Toretto. I don't know who that is. He might be in a beef or something like that. I don't know. I like that. It gets a -7 for the toilet penalty. So I'm going to give it an 8.3 out of 10. Last up, we have a burrito. I got their brisket. Again, they didn't make this in front of me because I got it for pickup. And normally when you get pickup orders at these kind of places, the burrito is small. Not in this case. That's a massive burrito for something that you just blindly order. But cilantro, lime, rice, the flour tortilla, black beans, brisket, queso, citrus lime. I got picante ranch on this one to try something different. Corn salsa, cheese, and the tortilla strips. I like the crunch from the tortilla strips, so I always get them. I don't even know how the hell to bite this damn thing. They wrapped the hell out of this. So I got burrito butt. We'll save that later. And then give you a little inside. That's good. I kind of like their brisket. It just has a nice smoky taste that goes well with all the other ingredients. I'm not really getting much. There's a bite right there that should have it. I thought the picante ranch would be hotter because it's in a hot category, but it's really not. The star of the show is that brisket. Honestly, I've had enough of these to say that right now, Qdoba's moved up to my best chain. I gotta go back to Moe's. I gotta find a Moe's. But everything in there doesn't taste old. They give you a good amount of food. It doesn't cost a lot. All these items were about $13 on average, which these days is crazy. And the brisket is a nice change up, like nothing I've had, because it has a nice smoky taste. And with the addition of all the free condiments that you get, this is why I spin back to these places every year. That's the best one I've had. Burrito-wise, definitely the best one I've had. And I love the fact they don't charge you extra for guac or anything else. That's the dub. Burrito chain, you are now my #1 spot. 9.3 out of 10. Nothing's still perfect, but on that scale, that's really good. And especially price to performance, I don't have a problem with this at all. And I just wanted to try this queso. But I also have a really funny story. I got a funny story to share with y'all. This just happened as I was getting this burrito when I went to pick it up. But let me try this queso real quick, and I'm going to tell y'all. Because y'all going to laugh when you hear this. Just trust me when I say this. All right, so here's the queso. This is their regular, not the Queso Diablo. And this is a large. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's kind of off with the cheese, but not bad. The problem is the consistency, and for whatever reason, it tastes like broccoli cheddar soup to me. It doesn't really taste like queso, but it's not bad. And again, look how many damn chips they gave me. I can eat nacho chips for the next 3 days. Queso-wise, I still think Moe's was better from what I remember. But this might be my 2. Might be. As far as the combination of both. I was disappointed in Bubba Coos and Chipotle recently. So, I'll give this a 6.5 out of 10. It wouldn't be my first order as a standalone, but it's not bad in the stuff, if that makes sense. Now for my funny story. This is comedy. I actually laughed out loud when I saw this. This has to do with an online interaction. A lot of you guys say the same things. You don't realize it. It's not a bad thing. It just means there's a decent amount of people that have like mine. One of which is people say that I sound like John Cena. I can hear some like similarities with the voice pitch, but we don't sound exactly alike. Like if you put both of us next to each other, we wouldn't be like dead ringers. But I get it. You know, people love to kind of have the same opinions. One person sees it like, oh, I can't. So I get it. Not really a big deal. But some of the comments to me are completely outlandish, and I'm like, bro, not even close. So here's the comment that I saw, which I didn't think anything of it, but because I hear it all the time. Somebody on my Instagram commented and said, you look just like Lil Tracy. Let me finish. But they didn't say Lil Tracy, they mentioned him in the comments. Now, I didn't see it by this time, but when I opened up my Instagram, I saw the comment, and there was a reply from Lil Tracy. And I couldn't stop laughing. I have to pull my phone out. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys. But this is how I usually feel, and I've said this on live streams, you name it. I feel the exact same way as he does. We've never talked. I don't know him. He just, I guess, saw the mention and was like, with an eye roll. So here's what he said. He said, just because we're black with mustaches doesn't make us look alike. Me and this look nothing alike. Couldn't agree more. I agree. We're black. I agree we have mustaches. Possibly we have a beanie. I understand he has face tats and stuff like that. So you might look at like and think we're both on some emo, whatever y'all think. But I don't look like him, bro. I really don't. And it makes me laugh because I only got that comment after I grew a mustache. But I thought it was hilarious to see the other side of the spectrum with him being like, bro, come on now. But that was funny as hell. I couldn't stop laughing because I feel the same way. I get comments from people that say I look like any black person with a mustache. And it wasn't until a year and a half ago that I grew a mustache that people started making those comments. Like Steve Harvey, I don't look like Steve Harvey. We both have mustaches. But again, my entire life, I've never had a mustache until recently. And that's when the comments started. I've been on social media in some capacity since 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. Never once did I hear that comment until I grew a mustache. So it kind of just goes to show you that, like, it just, to me, it sounds like all y'all look alike type of stuff. If I look like him, I would say it. The John Cena thing, I can see because we both have the same like delivery and like voice pitch, so I can see that. We don't talk exactly the same, but I can understand where people come from. It's just funny to see because a lot of people say the same 3 comments over and over again. And he's been tagged in my page. Couldn't tell you how many times. He probably got tired of it. But that's funny as hell. I had to share that with y'all because I just thought it was hilarious. But right now, Qdoba, you're number 1. Price to performance, easily number 1. They don't charge you extra for anything. Unless you get double proteins, which I personally think, with the amount of protein I got, you don't need. Taste-wise, everything seems fresher, at least for mine, than the ones I've gotten recently. Nothing seems old. They give you a lot of food, and it doesn't wow you as far as taste buds if you've had like actual Mexican grill. But as far as like burrito chains go, the similarities come down to what you put on it. I like bowls that you can customize. They allow you to do that. Whereas places like Chipotle, they don't. And I know they put a limit on it at Bubba. I think you get up to like, I want to say like 5 different options, but after that, they charge you extra. I could have put anything on anything, and they don't charge you extra, even for queso. Bubba charges you extra for queso, fajita veggies, and guac. Chipotle charges you extra for just living, and they don't charge you extra for anything. And the food is at least comparable, and usually, in my opinion, from what I've gotten, better. I'm a customizing guy. So, listen, Bubba, it's been real, but I got a new piece. You are not a side piece, man. I don't think. I'll come around every once in a while, but I'm probably going to call you no more. Yeah. Qdoba. Welcome. We ain't even toxic. We just dating. But that's what it is. I'm going to try Moe's. Those are the chains near me. I know there's places that people mention like Freebird, which is in Texas, which funny enough, I've actually had once. But this was when I was in college, and that was like back in 1972. So I don't have a basis of that. Hopefully, as time goes on, you know, there's a lot of things going on in my life that I don't talk about on camera, but traveling is not the easiest for me because I have situations with family and stuff like that that's going on. Again, that's nobody's business, but I'm just telling y'all. I want to, but it's not the easiest thing in the world for me right now because to me, family comes first. I have priorities, and I'm doing the best that I can, but hopefully I can get to that point where I'm comfortable enough leaving whatever's here for an extended period, and then I can go from there. But we'll get to those. But near me right now, Qdoba, numero uno. That's what it is. New dub. We love it. Chipotle. Y'all never really was. Man, we broke up a long time ago, actually, Chipotle. We had some good times, though, but I moved on. I'm a bigger person. You know? Bigger and better things. But I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming out. Let me know what your favorite burrito chain is. Let me know why. I always like to hear that kind of stuff, and I am not Lil Tracy. I'm sorry. But we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.